Hello and welcome to another episode of Frightfully Forgotten Horror Movies. We're going to bring the second part of our sort of Halloween anthology to you here.
Underrated sequels?
Yeah. It is 1988's Halloween 4. We quote from it quite a bit. The movie was directed by Dwight H. Little. One movie we got to mention because we really love it is Rapid Fire.
That's an underrated action movie.
Oh yeah, and it's like the breakout role for Brandon Lee too, right? Donald Pleasance is in this. We don't need to go into what he's done. He's a legend. Ellie Cornell is in this, and she plays Rachel. She was in the House of the Dead movies, which was, fashioned on the game. Danielle Harris is in it, and she was in Marked for Death. Screwface. City Slickers.
How leathery he is.
It's like a saddlebag with eyes. She was in the Halloween reboots, too.
The movie starts off, and it kind of teases you a bit, because it doesn't start off like the other Halloween movies. There's no pumpkin in the beginning.
Yeah.
The Halloween theme is not playing. It's just like these eerie shots of just like fields and like scarecrows and farms and stuff. It does truly feel like fall and truly feels like Halloween. Michael Myers has been in a coma for 10 years in maximum security, locked up in this really creepy basement of this prison. He's all bandaged up because he's burned up from the explosion at the end of number 2. He's, no longer a threat, so they're going to transfer him to the more minimum security Smith's Grove, where he escaped from in the first movie.
Like, he killed all those people? It's like, whatever. Yeah. Transfer him.
Yeah. Of course, there's a really creepy guard in this prison who does a good job of it. He fills in the blanks to kind of remind you what happened in the last 2 movies. He's got these crazy eyes. And
you never get used to the faces. Never.
Glad to see this one gone. Yes, indeed. So they load him up into the ambulance, and finally, that's when you hear the Halloween theme kick in. It works better at that point in the movie than it would have if it was in the credits. They tease you, like, oh, where is it? Not going to play it? Oh, there it is. Mm-hmm, good. Yeah. Now it's a Halloween movie, right? He only has one living relative, they mention. It's Jamie. When Michael Myers hears that he has a living relative, he wakes up.
He starts to clutch the bed,
And his hands look great. And they're all burned up. Great character, right? You never see his face, but you see these burned up hands all the time. Yeah, he has his first kill, and it's a great first kill. It sets the tone for the rest of the kills, right?
Yeah, exactly, because he uses his bare hands, right?
He just grabs a guy. And then sticks his thumb in the guy's forehead. Like, that's a lot of strength,
Just with your thumb,
You think your muscles would be in entropy or something from laying there for 10 years, but no, he's
ready to go, man.
Ready to go. So then we're introduced to Jamie. She's been orphaned because her parents died in a car accident, so that leaves her the remaining of the Myers line. Rachel, cares for her a lot, and you really get to know Rachel a lot, and you really get to like her a lot.
Yeah, you do.
As a character. Do you love me, Rachel?
Yeah, of course I do.
Like a real sister.
We're not real sisters, but that doesn't mean I love you any less.
Yeah. Finally, we get to see Dr. Loomis in this movie. He shows up pissed off because Myers has been transferred out without his knowledge. And this is where the line that we always quote in all of our other episodes, decades, comes from.
Spare me the speech, Loomis. I've listened to it for a decade.
Hoffman receives a phone call. I see. Seems to have been an accident. Loomis just takes off. Loomis! They go check out the accident scene, and the ambulance is turned over. It's in like this lake. It's just covered in blood inside and out. Myers is gone. Even if Myers was conscious,
his muscles would be totally useless. Give the troopers time.
Loomis knows that Myers is conscious.
Yeah.
His muscles aren't totally useless.
And where the hell's he going, right?
He's going to Haddonfield.
Yep.
On his way to Haddonfield, he stops off at a gas station, which Michael Myers has already visited and already put a big rod through this poor bugger and strung him up in all these chains.
And with his mouth all wrapped up. And
it looks like he had some sort of S&M accident or something. Loomis has a little confrontation with Myers, a good one. Now he's got, of course, the coveralls stolen.
Yeah.
But no mask yet. He's just all bandaged up. It looks very cool. Myers takes off in like a pickup truck. Michael! He starts shooting at him, and Myers knocks over all these power lines, and they kind of hit all these like gas barrels. There's all this fire going, and Loomis tries to be like an action star to jump over these barrels. He just knocks them over.
Yeah, with his legs.
He doesn't even make it over.
It's all useless. Michael Myers makes his way to Haddonfield.
Loomis has to walk there.
Yeah.
Come on, old man.
Yeah, he kind of hobbles
He's
to
all
the
happy
car.
to see them.
So Rachel takes Jamie to the drugstore to go get her Halloween costume. They show some pretty wicked masks too.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, it's like for a drugstore. Like I don't remember every drugstore I was at as a kid that had like awesome masks. Cause all the shit.
Yeah, exactly. Garbage. She actually goes past the costume that Michael wore in the very first movie, and that's the one she picks for herself. Her uncle's there, and he grabs his patented mask. Michael sort of wipes out the police force in the town. Quite smart in this, actually, you know.
Don't you pull that Halloween shit with me.
I'm on the phone to the police. Wipes out the power by throwing poor Bucky into the power transformer. Who ends up coming up to the station is a bunch of beer bellies, right? A bunch of hillbillies from the town. They got their guns, and they're going to go on a hunt. And right away, the sheriff is royally pissed off.
Yeah.
You son of a bitch. You just created a lynch mob.
You have no police force!
These men may be the only power you've got.
Again, it's almost like Loomis and Myers playing chess in a way.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like Loomis is using the town. He just wipe out this little section of this park. And one of the guys goes and looks.
It's Ted Hollister.
You dumb son of a bitch. You said you saw Myers. Some bum?
Yeah. So I guess the sheriff was right.
Rachel takes Jamie trick-or-treating. While they're trick-or-treating, there's a lot more atmosphere, right? There's like fog, and it gets really creepy because you get the sense that Michael is always watching. And you can actually see him, too. Yeah. Luckily for them, the sheriff and Dr. Loomis are in the car, and they stop and they pick them up. Just as they drive away, who's in behind the car?
Yeah, Myers.
Michael,
I like that scene where he's driving away.
It's all that fog, and it's very ominous. So he drives them back to his house, bar the door. That's it. You guys stay put. They think they're safe, but who managed to get into the house?
Well, of course.
Is Michael Myers.
Yeah.
That's where we're going to stop it for you.
There's some great stuff happens in that house,
Oh,
though.
for sure.
Good kills. When
Some
the
of
guy's
he's all folded
up. Brady has a good death.
Yeah. He just uses his bare hands and just breaks Brady's skull apart.
Yeah.
And it's like wicked.
He doesn't really use the butcher knife in this, which I really like. It's different. They're not shoving that butcher knife down your throat all the time.
Exactly.
So why is this our favorite of the sequels as far as the Michael Myers story goes?
It's a great, solid movie,
It's a good, solid movie. Great atmosphere. It does a really good job of capturing the spirit of the first one.
Exactly.
It also does a very good job of moving forward the Halloween plot. A great cliffhanger ending.
Yeah.
No! No!
Aside from one or two shots of Michael Myers where you do see his full face, like with the lightning in the beginning and stuff, you kind of don't see much of him.
No.
Which I think really helps, right?
Yeah, because in a lot of the other sequels, you see him way too
I know they just show him all the time, and then like it starts to be more ridiculous.
The music.
Alan Howarth.
Of course, it recycles the Halloween theme. Yeah. What he contributes to it with his own music, his own themes, very good. It really helps the movie.
There's nothing that strays.
No,
right?
No. It's like the stuff that he made specifically for this movie still sounds like it could have been in the first. Like it fits within the Halloween theme. And you got two very strong female lead actors in this.
It's the time, right? It's the 80s where you have strong women.
And I like that Rachel, they didn't make her all sexy and hot or anything. She's just more like the girl next door.
She's not like, the other chick that Brady gets with, right? Yeah.
Cops do it by the book.
You would never believe her being strong, right?
Yeah.
And being able to take on Michael Myers rather than Rachel. Oh, the kills are amazing in this movie.
But they're not stupid. At this point, Friday the 13th had gotten ridiculous with
Yeah.
all the stupid kills. Folding the cop in
Yeah.
half. And that was the prime of the ridiculous kills. And,
Yeah.
and this, like, the kills are inventive, but they're not so stupid. Much like the first movie, there's barely any gore or
Yep.
blood in this movie.
That's right.
And that helps it.
It just goes to show you that you don't need to have a bloodbath to make a good horror
Right.
movie, right?
Yeah, like the bloodiest scene is the ambulance scene, but you don't see
Yeah.
it happening.
Yeah.
Again, you just see the aftermath. The first time that Justin bought this movie on VHS.
Yeah, we went to the mall. We found Halloween 4, and I had just enough money to buy the movie and to go to the arcade. $20 when you're 10 or 12 years old is like huge. Went to the arcade. I got really into this Terminator game, I think it was, and we left, and I left the movie on top of the game.
Remember on the way home,
Oh.
we were like, "Oh, where's the movie?"
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
No.
We went back and it was gone.
I asked the guy at the counter, "Do you remember seeing a movie?" No,
Yeah.
he was probably the one who took the damn thing.
The day you lost Halloween 4.
Yeah.
And it wasn't an easy movie to find back then. I think it's a great movie. It does a great job of continuing the Michael Myers story.
As in keeping with the first one,
Yeah.
right? You have Alan Howarth doing the music, which is just as good as
Yeah.
John Carpenter, you know?
Good plot.
Great plot.
And it's enough like the first one and adds enough of its own thing
Yeah.
to keep you still interested and not just feel like you're watching a rehash of number one.
And you have Donald Pleasance in this too, right? Which is keeping with the
Yeah.
continuity.
Yeah.
You need Donald Pleasance, and really, I think after the sixth one, you know, yeah, the movies change and stuff, but really that's where it ends.
You need
because
that conflict.
You need Dr. Loomis.
Yeah. So yeah, that's Halloween 4.
Yeah.
If you haven't seen it for whatever reason, please check it out.
And don't buy it and then leave it somewhere and forget about it.